1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 18, the Apostle Paul said, "In everything give thanks, for this is God's will concerning you." It's God's will for our lives that we live lives of constant and continual thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a big deal in the Bible. We really begin to see it in the life of David. When he was having the Ark of the Covenant, signifying the presence of God, returned to Israel, he was so excited and so grateful, he wrote a song of thanksgiving. It's found in 1 Chronicles chapter 16. It begins with these words, "Give thanks to the Lord, call upon his name, proclaim his deeds among his people." It continues, and then it has the phrase in it, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his faithful love endures forever." David was so committed to the importance of thanksgiving that it says in verse 41 that he ordained a special group of musical priests and designated them to give thanks to the Lord, for his faithful love endures forever. We find that later on, King Solomon, when he was dedicating the temple, had priests designated to sing and praise and give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his love endures forever. This song became the most important song in Israel. Interesting, when King Jehoshaphat was facing 3 armies and certain defeat, God's plan for him was to begin the battle with his worship team singing, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his love endures forever." This phrase in this psalm is repeated in Psalm 105, Psalm 106, Psalm 107, which consistently repeat the phrase, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his love endures forever." It's found in Psalm 134, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his love endures forever." And what's very interesting to me is Psalm 118. Now, scholars believe that on the cross, this would have been the last words Jesus sang. This was, as a rabbi, he would have sang this song on this day of the week in relation to the Passover. And so think about Jesus hanging on the cross. And Psalm 118 begins with these words, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, his faithful love endures forever." Think about Jesus hanging on the cross and dying for our sins and saying, "The Lord, open the gates of righteousness for me. I will enter through them and give thanks to the Lord." Think of the last words Jesus sung as a song on the cross. Verse 29, Psalm 118, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His faithful love endures forever." I want to encourage you this week to live a week of thanksgiving. Several times a day, stop, pause, and just thank God for 4 or 5 things that he's given you. Physical things, material things, people, relationships, answered prayers. Thank God for what he's doing. Thank God for what he's done. Thank God for what he's going to do. Live a life of thanksgiving. Never underestimate the importance of thanksgiving.